Hello there, this is Cheryl Lentz, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, doing my follow-up Friday. I have 3 different sets that I want to show you some cards on and talk about. They're all new products coming out of the new mini catalog that starts January 5th. Hooray, hooray. So those of you that requested catalogs, they were mailed out today. So keep watch on your mailbox. They should be there soon. So whether you're joining me now, you're joining me later, welcome. I'm so happy. I've been getting lots of really great responses. It's so much fun to read that. It's what I sit and do at night as I go through everybody's, little chats. So I appreciate that very much. So thank you. Hello, Jenny. All right, I'm going to turn the camera around. There was a card that I had promised. I was so excited about this, that the Playing in the Rain set, which I totally love. I'm going to show you the 2 that I showed you earlier. I have a clearance notice. Yeah, okay. There we go. 2 that I showed you earlier. Hello, Linda. And then I have a new one that is like my favorite of all of them. So I'm pretty excited about that. So the other one is called Sentimental Park, and then one that's Enjoy the Rhythm that I received, I purchased, thinking my grandkids are pretty musical. So I thought, oh, that's perfect for birthday cards for the grandkids. So let's turn this around and we will get started. Let's see here. Get the right button. Come on. Oh, there we go. Okay, so close your eyes. If this bothers you, you're going to go for a little bit of a ride here. So here we go. Hello, Marlene. It's nice that you're joining me and not calling me. That's my sister. I'm going to try to get, closer. There we go. Okay, so maybe that's too close. Enough is enough. Okay, so Playing in the Rain, love, 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 totally love this set, and it has dies that are so fun, and which I didn't pull out right now. But so these are the cards I had showed you already. I showed you this one, so cute. These are the little tiny daisies, little tiny flowers that you get in a. They're all loose, and they're colored on both sides, and I just decorated my my kite with that. And then here's the other one. The Rainy Days Are Better With You. I love the little turtle. These guys are so fun to color. And so even if you're not a colorer, super simple to color because they're small. There's not a lot to color. And then here is my third one. This was my favorite one. So the DSP behind there, see it's kind of, this DSP here is you have shiny raindrops coming down. And I thought that was really fun. This little bridge is one of the dies that come with it. So in trying to, when you're doing a lot of classes, you kind of try to use your DSP in smaller amounts, right? So I used just this small amount of DSP, and then I did use the embossing folder that comes with that set so that I have the raindrops continuing all around it. But I loved this kind of gray, cloudy day. And so the clouds here are the stamped clouds, and then they have dies to cut them out. So I'll tell you what I did on this little gate here, or fence, is I glued it. I only added the glue in like this square and this square here. Glued that down so that the whole center was free to slide my little fox in there. So I wasn't quite sure where to put him. So I wanted to do that last. So that's the little trick I used to slide it in there. But I thought he was adorable. And then I just used one of the branches, one of the cutouts with a whole bunch of the little flowers inside. But I loved this card. I think the fox is super cool. And the DSP uses Mango Melody. On this one, I used Daffodil Delight. Because when I think of a rain slicker, don't you think of the bright yellow ones? That's what I think of. So pretty simple to do, but that was a fun one. So that's my extra card from Playing in the Rain. So much fun. I love this set. Y'all are going to love it too. Okay, so the next one is this one, Sentimental Park, which has some cool font, and then it covers a lot of different things, graduation, anniversary. Here are the dies for it. But I wanted to show you a couple of things. So this big fancy die here, when you use this to cut out, this whole area is open. So this piece here you can cut out and slide it in there, and I'll show you the sample here. So I cut out this big piece here in the white, and then this piece here was cut out in the petal pink. So this white one just kind of, you just slip those corners right into there. So that was sort of fun. I did do all of these little flowers in the blue, so I could match up the blue flowers that were in there. I used the petal pink because that's the other flowers that were showing on here. This Night of Navy piece with the kind of hashtags is actually the back side of this one. So so it was just sort of fun, but this was kind of a cool surprise. I wasn't sure how to work that. So then I just did, let's celebrate, happy birthday. So we did a happy birthday card. And this paper, the DSP, is the Regency Park paper. Lots of beautiful flowers, but it was sort of fun. So that was my first one to play with. Then I did, let's see, this one. So this suite also has this cool embossing folder that comes with the suite. Again, this piece of paper, I cut it at 2 1/4, and then I just cut a 1/4 inch off because the stripe is the back side of this blue paper, and I thought it just looked nice. So on this one, I used the smaller cutout here, and on this one, it doesn't have the opening, so there isn't an insert to put in, but I just took my blends and I colored the flowers. So, ta-da, there we go. So I colored the flowers and then the little green. Hello, Amy. So there we go. This embossing folder is super deep. It's a 3D embossing folder, so you use the gray plate if you're using the cut and emboss machine. But also, you might want to cut your cardstock maybe just a hair larger if you're using that on the whole thing, because it does kind of shrink up the cardstock because it's so deep. The pattern is so deep on there. So there we go. So in the inside, this is two-step stamping. So it's this one, the outline is in Night of Navy, and then here is a stamped off version of the Balmy Blue. So that was that one. And then I did one more because I wanted to use some of the dies that were in here too. And this, I thought this flower combination was kind of fun. So I did this one, and pretty bright. This, here's the thanks from here, and I just kind of fussy cut it. I fussy cut the thanks in the white, and then I just glued it onto a piece of the shaded spruce, and then just cut it out around there. So I had a layering of it, but it wanted to be like a, kind of like just a little garden area. So there we go. It says, thanks, dear friend. I love this font. I think it's fun. So these were the 3 cards for this new one. Ta-da. So I used the paper, which uses, yeah, the Balmy Blue a lot, but there you go. So Sentimental Park, this is a new one, another one that you might want to watch for in your, when you are prepared to order January 5th in the new catalog. Then, so, oh, one more thing is that this verse here, my heart is smiling because you, that's from Wildflower Path. So I love these verses on on this particular set. Excuse me. I love the verses on this particular set because this is Ralph Waldo Emerson. Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there's no path and leave a trail. I love that verse. So I've used that a lot. But I think this one is kind of cute too. My heart is smiling because of you, and it's a happy birthday card. So both of the verses are from this set and paired up nicely with the Sentimental Park set. So there we go. All right. Then here is the set that I got because of my grandkids. and I thought, this is perfect. I love the music thing. I love all that. The first thing I thought of was our black and white paper that's called Perfectly Penned. So it has all black and white, some are floral, but some on the back side are all patterns, which I love that. I mean, I probably use the patterns more than the floral stuff. Is calling now. Okay, so here is this set. And here is what I did with this one. So I used the perfectly paired or perfectly penned paper, DSP, in there. And then I used our silver, you can see the shine there, see that? I used our silver foil. And the silver foil, hi Cindy, is kind of like, it's darker. It's not all like a light, bright silver. And so I thought that went okay. Because when you pick it up, it's kind of cool just to have that sparkle. I didn't add any rhinestones or anything else with it. And then I just put that inside. So happy birthday. But the other thing on this, I paired up with this set is that, we have a embossing folder that is music, which is really cool. So perfect pair up for this stamp set. Also, I was looking at, I love this verse right here. Enjoy the rhythm of each day, which is not necessarily, I took this away from the rest of all of this kind of rock and roll stuff. But the rhythm of each day, I've been talking to a lot of people that have gone through a lot of things in their lives and ups and downs, and getting on with every day is sometimes difficult. But this paper, this is from By the Bay, and a lot of this paper to me just has like movement, and I thought it was kind of cool, so I did a card with this one here, just because it's supposed to be water and movement, but it worked. I thought it worked well with this, so I'll show you what I did. Ta-da! So I stamped on the DSP here. I used really soft muted colors, mint macaroon and balmy blue. And I like that we have the gold, a little bit of gold embossing in there. And then I use these new gold milky dots. They're called adhesive backed milky dots. I showed those yesterday, but the gold went well with that. So I cut this out with a die, and then I just glued it on a piece of the mint macaroon and then cut it out so that I had a layer of it. But this is one that you would write a letter to. So enjoy the rhythm of each day. Every day you get up, you keep going forward. You find your strength and enjoy the rhythm of the day. Some days are up, some days are down, but you kind of get through it. And that's what this card I thought was kind of all about. So a little bit different thought than this hard rock one, right? But a really, really cool set. It's I'm going to enjoy playing with this a little bit more. I love the keyboard, and that, I just think it's kind of a cool set. So kind of eclectic. There you go. So I am going to turn this camera around. Ta-da. That's what I have for you today. I said it was going to be short and sweet. It has to be short and sweet because I have to get the dog out for another walk. We took a long walk this morning. Yesterday, she only got one walk in, so she was not happy with me at the end of the day. So I am going to go upstairs, walk the dog, and then get all the animals fed before they, cause a little ride here at 3 o'clock. So have a great weekend. It's Friday. Yay. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you back here for Talking on Tuesday at 2. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care. Bye-bye.